Hey guys! Howdy doody, howdy howdy. You've got Daniela here at Adventures in Consciousness, and welcome to another Midnight Rant. There have been a few things on my mind recently. Lots of stuff going on. As I'm sure you all know out in the world, right? One of the things that has been coming up a lot for me, and a lot for the people I work with, is this idea, and I want to transmit that to you today, kind of encapsulated in the idea that I entitled this, Why You Runnin'? And the whole idea is this, that in the spiritual community, we spend so much of our time trying to alleviate ourselves from the physical, trying to alleviate pain. Hey, Christine girl! Trying to alleviate weight, trying to alleviate misfortune, trying to alleviate the physical. Well, let me remind you something, sweet ones. Your spirit that chose to be in the physical. You are a ball-busting badass. Hey Donna, that looked at physicality and the experience of physicality and the quote-unquote hard-won experiences, the fast track of getting to know yourself that the experience of physicality offers. You looked at that and you said, hold my beer. Okay. Let me remind you of that. Because so often we're trying to alleviate something. We're trying to get out of the physical. We're trying to astral project. We're trying to get into the Akashics and not be here. Anywhere but here. Dear God, anywhere but here. Anywhere would be better than here. Please, somebody take me home. Will the aliens come and take me home? How much of you guys said that? Not gonna lie. Totally guilty. And then I remember, oh yeah, that's right. So much of this that we're going through right now, pardon me as I futz with my phone, so much of that we're going through right now is, yes, a reflection of what's going on within our own selves, but also it's a reflection of the dichotomy, not only reflected in self again, but reflected in society. There we go, I can talk. We're starting to notice that there's a huge divide between what is shown in the mainstream media, and for instance, let's talk about this in the context of appearance, for us ladies, and even gentlemen, absolutely. What you're going to see in the mainstream is not what is actually represented in real life. You know that. You know it. Intellectually, you know that model, as beautiful as she is, naturally, is airbrushed to death. You know intellectually. Yet every time you look in the mirror, you go, I'm not that model. Why am I not that body? Why am I not that experience? Why am I not? Why am I not? Why am I holding this weight? Why is this? Why is that? Why am I plagued by this? Why? And you look at the mirror and you go, there's a huge difference between what I'm seeing and what I'm seeing represented as what is supposed to be reality. Curious that. Take that into consideration. Start to take into consideration the awareness of your actual body. Extra weight is something that I have historically carried in this physical form. Me too. I've always wondered why. sometimes, and this one really sucks to our brain, sometimes we're never going to know why. Just know that it serves a purpose. Just know that everything, regardless of how it looks, serves double duty. Anything and everything can be positive or negative. It's all about how you choose to perceive it. So when we start talking about body awareness, body consciousness, using your body in your spiritual practice, rather than trying to escape the body to have the spiritual practice. And that's where we're going. That's where we're going as a society, I feel, is more of an integration of the fact that we are spirit having a physical experience, not the other way around. There is nowhere else to go. We are there. Physical is ensconced within spirit. So anytime you look at yourself in the mirror, or anytime you look at your surroundings and you go, I would rather be anywhere but here, check it. Because so much of that is the ego, is the programming that tells us from the mainstream of what our life should be, what to expect, what we should look like, what we should act like. It disassociates us from ourselves. So I want to rant with you as to why you running. You chose. Grid, net, or not, whatever. At some point you chose. At some point you chose a badass physical journey. Rather than taking quote-unquote the easy street. So start integrating that physical form. Start looking at yourself as the divine that you are, having a physical experience that you're having. For whatever reason that is. Don't need to know the reason. You go, oh, so what? So what, I'm carrying a few extra pounds. So what? So what, my hair is, not as luxurious as the girls next door. So what? Is that really you? Or is that the costume that you've donned to remind yourself that you're wearing a costume? So quit running. Quit running from yourself. The sooner you quit running from yourself, the easier this will get. That is what I have learned. And that is my rant for tonight. So why are you running? Quit running. Quit running from yourself. You can't run from yourself. There's nowhere else to go. You're there. You're there already. You made it. You're there. You've been there. You live there. You're there. Quit running. I love you guys. Have a good night.